Welcome to Stone Monkey Radio. Hello. We're gonna grab our sticks. We're gonna do shooties with them. I need to move my microphone. I've just realised how far away from my head it is. Move, board games. Damn it. Living. Hey Nishpeel, hey Matthew, hey Tricky. Hello Alice. Howdle the diddle. I've just had dinner, I'm a bit burpy.
I want to know how good tigers actually are at maths.
Well, Maths Tiger managed to work out that amazing 69-420 joke.
I mean, that was cool, but...
Yeah, and Austin didn't look that up, as far as I could tell.
You did better.
I did better. I was like, I do want to know what the maths is.
I do want that number.
Yeah.
Oh, I want a cookie. Do you know how many cookies I've eaten today?
None.
Exactly. Do you know how much pizza I've had today?
None.
Do you know how many carb-heavy foods I have ploughed through in the last 48 hours? One pancake because I'm weak.
Days since last pancake. You just resetting the board.
I don't want to be on a diet.
That diets suck. As Garfield once said, diet is just die with a T. Garfield would know. Tricky wants to know if there's anything you've had 5 of.
My 5 a day, I've had that.
Well, heck. Anyway, today we're going to play... Nice fucking work game.
Yay!
Yay! I did nail it. I nailed the fuck out of it. What is going on? I'm very confused. I've got... There's behind the scenes stuff. Hello! Hello everyone! We're going to play some Glitchangels. These are Glitchangels. They angel glitchily. Blim, 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 blim. It's a twin stick shooter in the classic style. So I'm going to be deep in focus on the shooty bang bang.
On the shooty bang bang.
On the shooty bang bang. So you're going to have to do all the brain functionings.
Oh god, why are you putting this on me? I'm into day 2 of caffeine withdrawal. I've already apologised to chat, but... Omegon says, is it weird to suddenly feel more awake immediately after crawling into bed? Nope, those are my prime hours.
Yep, that's when I get all my best bleakness thinking done.
Yep, I lie down. There's no stress, no strain, no pressure. My brain doesn't have to cope with anything, do anything,
Yep.
deal with anything.
Yep.
At which point it immediately goes...
What if it's a tumour? That's literally what my brain does.
Did you
Thanks,
say
bro.
what if it's a tuna?
Tumour.
I thought you said tuna, I was like, what?
I'm concerned about fish. I mean, knowing me, I would be just as concerned about a fish.
You just lie there like, fucking tuna.
There's a fish in my head. Ah.
Oh gosh. Guess who just came scritting into the chat on a trans-colored wheelchair with a sick flip?
A sick flip. On a trans-coloured wheelchair.
Yes.
Is it... Oh dear. Is it... Archduke Franz Ferdinand?
Well, they've actually introduced themselves as I'm gay, but Omegon beat me to the dad joke, so I'm just going to have to tell you it's Chrono. Thank you for the sub, Daria.
Thank you! So you're saying it's not Angay?
I reckon that one can be gay but also other stuff. It's not an exclusive category.
Can one also be Anne?
Anne? Alice says that she's given meds against those thoughts, but I don't know what thoughts we're referring to anymore, so I'm willing
I assume
to
we're still talking about the tuna.
What if it is a tuna?
What if it is a tuna?
What?
I'd be more comfortable knowing that I had a fish friend in my head.
Oh, a brain tuna. It could tune your brain.
Yeah. It'd help me find perfect pitch at last. How's the music going? It's great! I had a brain tuner fitted. Ah, pants.
They're maybe for the sleepy thoughts, not for the tune thoughts. Omegon says that Ange is presumably short for a narco gay. Could be. We do need those before we get fully automated luxury space communism.
Anarcho-gamianism. Heck.
Also, you're right, Math Tiger. Tunas are quite big. Have you ever seen how big a tuna is?
Yes, I have.
That's more fish than I thought would fish.
That's why they're very popular. It's like, oh, just one big one. We'll just grind that up, and that'll be dinner for an entire village.
It's so big.
It is.
It's got a steak in it. In my head, fishes are all like the size of like a fish. God, I can hear the tired.
My it took me a moment.
You know what I meant though.
Yeah. My aunt used to have a stuffed swordfish above her stairs.
Like a plushie or like a...
No, like a stuffed animal. Like a taxidermied animal.
I don't understand taxidermy.
I don't understand. Well, I mean, I understand the concept. I don't understand why you would want to. Oh, what if I had, like, bits of dead animal displayed around? Maybe it's just because we're dirty vegans and we don't get it.
Could be.
If we were fine, upstanding, meat-eating citizens, we'd be alright. So yeah, this is Glitchangels. It's a really fun twin-stick shooter from Puppy Games. Those lovely people over at Puppy Games. Basingstoke, yeah.
Tricky, come back.
What?
Tricky got distracted by girlfriend telling him a story about a house someone found that was full of scissors. Don't stop there.
Yeah, I mean, we need the rest of that story.
Yeah, don't give us the hook and then be like, they'll probably be fine.
It's fine, they're probably too sleepy to care. No! You have what remains of my attention.
Omegon says that Meat-Eating Citizens is clearly a horror comedy game where you play an animated telekinetic cannibalistic steak. Meat-Eating Citizens. Ah, I get it, because you're the meat and you're... Citizens specifically, you lose points for eating tourists.
Oh. Well, that's an afternoon.
We have the explanation of the house filled with scissors.
Right.
They were a seamstress in the 80s.
Right.
But got some sort of hoarding OCD and also possibly Alzheimer's.
Right.
So they kept losing track of them.
Right.
That's it. That's where all the scissors came from.
I bet that was sinister as fuck to find out about.
Yep.
What's this?
Seamstress shop with far too many scissors.
Too many scissors, too many scissors.
A echo.
It's an echo.
It is an echo.
Oh heck. Anyway, this is Glitchangels. I'll get through I'll get through the explanation at some point. It is a twin-stick shooter, very much in the sort of classic game style. You know, like your Robotrons and such. Yeah, basically just go through levels, trying to kill off all the things so that you can open the exit to the next area, and move on. I am currently doing, or stuck on a box in, just this mission where you can just get more money, but you can't. They're immune to being shooty banged. There is this very cool rewind function. But it only has a small amount of that. So you see where it says timeout at the top? I have a little bar. Bastards! 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 I got most of them. That's fine. Yeah, so as long as I have that timeout meter, I can keep doing resets. But yeah, it's bloody difficult, this game.
How does it?
How does it?
I was gonna say, how does it feel to play? It looks quite satisfyingly not chaos.
It is quite satisfying, and it's also one of the few twin-stick shooters, because I loved them as a kid. Wasn't very good at them, but loved them, and it's one of the few that I felt like I can actually make some progress in. Because just like the rewind function means that I can keep going a little bit in the level that I was struggling with. It's like, how should I have done that if I'd been paying more attention? Because you have that right moment while it's rewinding to just go, ah, right, this is what I should have done. This is what I should be looking out for to not fuck up again. Like, don't walk around a blind corner, because you've got line of sight in this game. Don't stand too close to boxes when you blow them up, because there might be an enemy in there. And they're always slightly invincible when you first open the box up. There's this whole thing of different characters. There are different characters. I have currently 2 of them. They have different abilities. So I can go into rage mode, or I can do little dashes.
Hey, Nico.
Hey, Nikolai. Howdle doodle.
If I had to guess, I'd say that, like, a new Boston's Favourite Son came out, but not today.
Yes.
So currently hanging, desperately waiting for the next emotional paycheck.
You're getting emotional paychecks?
Who doesn't these days?
I didn't think that the government were offering emotional paychecks.
Yeah, they've worked out that it's cheaper than giving you actual money.
Ah. Sounds
Much like
about
experience and goodwill.
Ah, and exposure.
Mm-hmm.
The new government paycheck will actually be an exposure.
Oh god.
Something for the winter. Something bleak for the winter. I am very ready for unicorn dance party. 'Cause I am very sleepy and would like some time to lie down. If that's okay.
That's
Thanks.
okay. Krona says that it is said when Thor claps his ass cheeks, it produces thunderstorms. Imagine if you had that powerful a boot.
The dummy thick clap of Thor's ass.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you probably want some pseudocreme for that, right? A Thor ass.
How conductive is pseudocreme?
I was more thinking about having a Thor ass. A Thor ass. Damn it, I spoiled my own joke.
What rhymes with Jane, by the way? Echo needs to know.
What rhymes with Jane?
Mm-hmm.
Pain?
Well, that's not nice.
Refrain?
Again, that doesn't quite have the same ring as, oh, Echo, it's an echo.
Insane?
Oh, pain, it's a Jane.
Insane? Remain?
Remain? Remember the days.
Mandatory drug reference? I should say obligatory rather than mandatory.
No, emotional paychecks don't include serotonin, they just include Jonathan Harms. That's all there is to them. They only work on Nico and a few other... Is it people?
Is it
Are they
people?
human at this point?
Or are they dancer?
Tried dancing.
Have you tried
Yesterday.
dancing?
I did, I tried dancing yesterday. I was dancing with the baby.
Yay!
He
Dancing
made it look
baby.
better than I do.
Everyone can dance, you just move your body and stop giving a fuck.
Okay, but the baby's not giving a fuck looks way cuter than mine.
Well, that's because the baby's more practiced at not giving a fuck.
He is excellent at it. I don't think he's ever given one.
Well, I mean, he gives a fuck about food, and cuddles, and titties. And really, at the end of the day, aren't those the important things in life?
Those are the important things in life. Oh, Tricky used to do baby dancing classes with Pinky.
Aww.
And Echo has some great tips for us. How to dance like a Echo. Wiggle hips, grab tits, wobble head. Like
Wobble
a
head,
very
eh?
seductive vault boy. Sorry. It was the wobble head that got me.
It came in like a bobblehead.
They're told it's very attractive. I mean, probably.
I mean, it's Echo, so kind of a given, I guess, right? Ouch. And then I died.
And then you died.
Ah! And then I died again.
Errors made. Look at you, not dying.
I died.
Oh, I spoke to you.
Look at you, jinxing it. Ah, fuck it. I'm making progress.
You are making progress.
Ah, fuck biscuits.
You jinxed it.
I'm still making progress. That's the joy of the rewind function.
I quite like that rewind.
I like the rewind.
Apparently Chrono has a Thoras.
A full wrath. Some soda cream,
Thoras.
perhaps?
Yummy thing.
I had the
horny tentacle monster.
wait. What about a horny tentacle monster?
Yeah, that got your attention.
Yeah, it did.
Just like Chrono's ass does.
Does Kronos ass get my attention?
Well, it gets the attention of the horny tentacle monster.
Ah.
And the horny tentacle
Are you saying I
monster
use
gets
Chrono?
your attention. So,
So I use someone as bait, is what you're saying?
I mean, if they're okay with that.
Well, the more you know.
Future Fish is here.
Hey, Pitchy Fishy. Howdle
We
the
got
do.
here just in time to hear about a yummy thick ass.
Meow 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 meow. Ah.
Echo is now trying to hunt down the source of the horny tentacle monster for reasons. Unbelievably horny reasons.
Well. Seems legit. Yeah, meow. There are too many naughty people shooting at me. I do not approve.
Guess what's IKEA for horny tentacle monster? And because Echo is flawless, came back with tentacle, but with all the little stuff over the letters.
Gotta try it. I would try an IKEA tentacule.
Music for this isn't too obnoxious.
Sort of glitchy. Sort of glitchy. I like it. Wow. My rage glitch is being recharged over teammate.
Oh my god, Automod's trying to stop us getting the wisdom.
Well, that's the wisdom. We need that.
Chrono says, Chrono, your local chunky trans bear with thick ass. Ideal Horny Tentacle Monster Bear. So what you're saying is that we need to invest in Chrono heavily.
I thought, sorry, for a moment there I thought we were talking about Jungus Gorgon. The bear. The big bear. So tonight was nearly an art stream. Nearly.
But then it wasn't.
It wasn't, because I remembered that, first of all, it's very important that I get this art done right. And I remembered that I tend to just draw better when have time to sort of zone out and not have to think about other things, which streaming doesn't really allow for. So what I will probably do at some point is get around to writing a bunch more music. If I can write an hour's worth of music, I will maybe do like an hour art stream.
Just a casual hour.
Just a casual hour.
I mean, couldn't you just have a loop? I feel like a loop.
A loop. I have a new piece of loopable music.
A new piece of loop to doop doop doop.
Doop doop. Indeed.
Ah, we found it out. It's the secret section of Horny IKEA.
There's a horny IKEA?
How secret's the secret section? Even the IKEA it's in is secret. Tricky says it's been a while since an art stream.
It has been over a year.
That's a long time.
Yeah. This year has been difficult in a number of ways. And I'm sure you all agree.
No further questions, Your Honour?
Yeah.
Oh god. Future Visual is completely right. I wish that the music industry would agree on a constant baseline volume because, like, you know, like when you make a playlist and then it's fine and then it's not.
Well, I mean, you can get like DJ programs, like auto DJ programs that will like set the default volume so that it all sort of matches.
I mean, yeah, but that's a lot of work to just music on head empty.
Well, then maybe mix it when you're not head empty, and then...
Sorry, I know it's a very good solution, but I'd rather complain.
Or just do what I used to do. Just download mixes from DJs whose music you taste you tend to like the sound of. And then just, you've always got an hour, at least an hour before you have to change a track.
Grimmy's here!
Hey Grimmy, how doodle? Yeah, like when I first got into raving, I didn't buy any music for nearly a decade. Because it was just like I go to a rave every couple of weekends, I get a new CD, I listen to it religiously, and sometimes I listen to some of the old ones. Like, I had just weeks worth of music, constantly. All slightly different from the original tracks, because it was mixed, and that's just what I do.
I'm not sure how I feel.
You're not sure what?
I was going to say, I'm not sure how I feel about you shooting these 10 innocent dittos.
They're not innocent. Nothing here is innocent. Only autosent. Yeah, baby.
Yay!
Yeah, so definitely liking the rewind function in this. It lets me feel like I can make progress.
That's good. There is nothing worse than a game that hates you playing it.
It feels more like a bullet hell that respects your time, which is unfucking heard of.
A bullet heck.
Yeah, more of a bullet heck, more of a bullet. Oh, and less of a bullet. Well, fuck this. I'm clearly shit. Even though I clearly am shit. It has all the well, I'm shit, without any of the heck this. Which I think is a sign of a good bullet hell.
Grimmy wants to know what I missed. You missed the tentacle, Thor's ass,
The
my
tuna.
apology for being the brain tuna, my apology for being a bit broken. I haven't had caffeine in 2 days, which I used to have like between 2 and 3 litres of Coke a day. And tea. Oh god. It hurts. Tricky had a house full of scissors.
Scissor house. It's one way to lure lesbians.
Oh yeah, and Echo was like ridiculously hot.
Music 11. Echo remains hot. Scientists wonder how it is possible. But there it fucking is.
Here.
Hey Gary, how do?
Oh.
Go.
Echo, in answer to how am I still alive if
How are you
you're on your 5th coffee and barely conscious, oh trust me, just cut that shit out cold turkey. You will have such a searing headache that the concept of sleep will just feel unattainable.
What is unsleep? Ah, bastard.
I got you.
It did get me, right? I should know better. I should know better than to just go around corners.
You should know better than to trust corners. They're sneaky.
And that's still not all of the fucking enemies in this level. Hmm. Oh, they are.
Tiny Ditto.
Ditto. Ditto.
I want to know what war crimes these Dittos did.
What they did.
Boo!
You know what they did. Apparently the enemies in this game are transphobic and not so innocent.
Shoot them all.
Kill them all. Oh god, especially this fucking one.
Make them more not there, please.
So less there?
Yes.
Hmm. Sounds like a literal and metaphorical hack.
They go boom when they die.
They do, and they give me little skulls.
They do.
Ah, wank.
That one made you into a little skull.
There you go. I got level 2 on the leaderboard.
Yeah.
A leaderboard of only me.
Good job.
Let's give that another go. And this is the problem with this game. It's fucking addictive. It's like, what if I just played another go through?
That's how they get you.
That is how they get you. It's weird because I was playing the 1.0 version earlier and then the update dropped. It's like, here's the 1.1. It's like, oh god, now I have more money. This is better balance now. Oh shit, I'm having a better time. It's getting more addictive. It's not fair.
Apparently they also trafficked cuboids, arms to cuboids during the last dimensional war. Bastards.
Remember, if someone offers you a cuboid, just don't.
Just don't.
Just don't.
Say no to cuboids.
Say no to cuboids.
I thought you
Unless
knew
they're twisty
about-
puzzles. Twisty puzzles are okay. Oh no. Am I some kind of cuboidal hypocrite? Gosh. Goodness gracious. I haven't done a new twisty puzzle in a while.
A while?
A while.
That's an amount of time.
It is an amount of time. I suspect there will be somebody will get me one for UDP. So I will look forward to that.
Future Bishop opens the trench coat. Hey kid, you want a cuboid?
Is it twisty? Is there a puzzle involved?
It better be.
Oh, what a bastard.
Oh goodness, I'm entired.
You are entired.
I don't know if I brought it up.
Do you want to go to sleep, hon?
No,
I don't want to keep you up.
I want to watch the pretty colours. Plus, if I go to bed, all that'll happen is I'll lie there giggling like it's a tuna.
Well, I'm glad you can laugh about the tuna. A necklace that folds into a cube and is now impossible to solve. Okay, that sounds fascinating. Go on.
Oh, like those snaky puzzles.
I would imagine so. The ultimate guy shutter.
Yeah, it's like the snaky ones.
Yeah, I've got a snaky puzzle. So the good thing about the snaky puzzles is they're really ones that you can just sort of figure out. One of my favourite ones to take to parties is the horseshoe puzzle. Like, because most people have seen it at some point, but either don't know or don't remember the trick to it. Also, I just love the horseshoe puzzle because it looks really cool when you do it. You know this one?
Puzzles frustrate me.
Oh, hang on. Let me get it.
They shatter my illusion that I am in fact intelligent. Like, if I don't do any puzzles, then I don't have to face the fact that maybe I'm not as clever as I imagine. As soon as I pick a puzzle up and I'm like, well, fuck, it's just you and me, and I guess you're the smart one here, little piece of plastic.
I was going to say, is this where you date me to do all your puzzles?
I mean, I'm not saying you don't come with benefits.
Usually I just don't come. Hey!
Hey, Chrono's going.
No!
Go say bye.
Sleep well, sweet dreams, don't let the biscuits eat you.
Do not, they're dangerous.
Do you know this one?
Yeah, you gave me that one, it made me, like, really annoyed. But I wouldn't give you it back because it was annoying me. And I wanted to sort it because it was annoying.
How do you get this ring off of these two interconnected horseshoes?
Now, chat, I solved this one, right? What you do is you give up and you give it to your girlfriend. And girlfriend solve.
Girlfriend can't solve.
But girlfriend is the smart.
Girlfriend is struggling a bit with coordination today.
Oh no. You did it all off camera, I think it's a fake. The fact that I've seen it in real life.
And then there's the how does this go back on? Because if you just do it like that, it just falls off. And then falls on the floor and rolls under your speakers.
Future Fisher wants to to know if twisting is involved.
Twisting is involved, because it's not theory. It's the whole thing about... Yeah.
If it's not theory, then what is it?
KNO. Different kind of knots. Yeah. Off. And then... Yep. There you go.
No, I'm pretty sure that last step was you just being a witch.
Are you planning to burn me? Is that it?
No, I'm going to take you to the woods while naked. We'll do lesbian stuff. Be good.
Skyclad. I think you're fine. Skyclad is the phrase.
I will be girlfriend clad by the end of it. In addition to the twisting, Tricky wants to know if any grooving is involved. Right, no, you see, you did it again, but it was just the witchcraft repeated. Right, so it's on there. And then you twist it. And then witchcraft. There's a step that is witchcraft. It doesn't matter how slowly you do the witchcraft. Okay, so it's fine. It's fine. Witchcraft.
That's one of my favourite puzzles. It's so simple.
Echo says that the only not theory they need to know is Shibari.
Probably true.
I haven't been tied up in like a year.
I haven't tied anyone up in like a year.
Babe.
What?
You can tie me up.
I'm rubbish in out of practice.
That's okay, you can practice on me, thank you.
I'd like to.
Future Fishy says that the only puzzles I've ever solved are the rubbish little cracker ones.
Ooh, I like a good cracker one.
I get annoyed at them.
Like the one that's made up of like lots of different little balls, and then you put them together to make a pyramid.
I don't like the one that's like lots of little panty liner shaped motherfuckers that turn into a ball.
Panty liners that turn into a ball. I don't think I know that one.
I don't think it's technically a puzzle, it's just a putting together thing that my dad's good at and I'm not.
Huh. Has he got a cunning bum? A Dexter ass?
Future Fishy says, "Oh, the humanity, kink shamed by a pandemic." I mean, that's basically what I was kink blocked by a pandemic.
We're kink blocked by a pandemic, which is fucking rude.
Oh, Future Fishy knows the little plastic ball things I meant, and could never do them either. Just get, if you ever meet my dad, just have one ready, and you can see what they look like put together. It's the only way it can be done. I've never seen it managed any other method.
I mean, I'd rather just sit and try and do it myself.
You can, but I've got a solve for Fishy as well.
Puzzles are fun, even if they take a while.
Echo would like to point out that if I'm ever getting tied up, then they're 20 minutes away and willing. Ooh. Oh, but Echo's so small, we could probably dangle them on the wall and they wouldn't reach the floor.
Yeah.
Not only half as chunky as me, like there is 50% of the mass, so it probably would work.
I'm sure we could hang you two. I'm not sure it'd be good for your
never
arms.
Mind. Apparently Echo is not that small. They're not. They're not that small. I mean, you could probably
Not
hang me
small,
out
but, you know, thin.
or if it was like a leg and an arm. But when it's arms up and legs down, like I'm too long that way. And another thing that the pandemic ruined, you can't go to B&Q just for like the shits and gigs anymore. You've got to have a good reason to go. And I don't think getting two like heavy duty rated wall hooks to hang yourself and or girlfriend off of. Technically a good use.
100% a good use. The goodest use. The correct and juice.
I really want to make pizza.
No.
In case you wanted like 5-minutely updates for my diet, it's just every 5 minutes I think of food that I want.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of how I deal with diets.
Mhm.
I mean, I have an eating problem, so literally my brain is, hungry. Let's have something to eat. Okay, let's cook something. Okay, I'll cook something just so it's nutritiously valued. Okay, I'll cook something with nutrition on it. What if I had a snack while I was waiting for dinner to cook? Because dinner, there might not be enough dinner and I might get hungry again. And what if I had a snack then? I could have just a little pre-dinner snack. Okay, what if I had more dinner? Like, what if I had like a bigger dinner? I could have a big dinner. Big dinner would be good, right? I should be allowed big dinner.
Big dinner, TM.
Big dinner, TM.
Oh no, are you in the pockets of big dinner?
Yeah. I truly am in the pocket of big dinner, TM.
But I've gotten so good at making pizza.
You
Also,
have.
I wonder if that has anything to do with my sudden inexplicable weight gain.
What, the fact that you committed to a sourdough, and now it's like I must have carbs constantly. I must keep my carb baby alive.
I mean, my carb baby now lives in the fridge, so it doesn't need feeding as much. But
But there was a time.
Pizza, I've been learning to make the pizza without the sourdough.
Ooh. Still a carb.
Yes. But one of the people that I've been learning how to do breading for doesn't like sourdough, so...
Are you learning from Catwife?
I'm not learning anything from Catwife. I don't know how to make cat bread.
That bread looked so good the other day. Was that
Yeah.
yesterday? Or today? I don't know. Days are confusing this year.
Days are a fucking bread, but that did look like good bread. And it even had like a fancy top.
So fancy.
It was yesterday.
It was yesterday. It looked good.
Maftag says that the problem is that not enough people... Oh, God. It moved and I lost my thread.
It's about to stay at the ADHD.
So Maftag's problem is not being enough people to not have leftovers every time they cook. And it's also the 1 week, because otherwise why cook it? I do that, I overcook.
I overcook, and then I eat the whole lot.
Ooh, Echo had it as pizza baguette earlier today.
I saw it, looked fucking gorgeous.
Oh, I've not seen that yet. I've been staying away from the internet.
Understandable. It's a horrible place. But there is Echo's food porn corner. Or food
But
porner,
that-
if you wish.
But the food porno will just make it worse. I want a calzone, and before that I want to make like little Chinese dumplings of tiny wet calzone.
Ah, fuck biscuits. I thought I was doing alright there. But no.
They're planning on starting a cooking channel.
Yeah.
If you
I
ever
mean,
need someone
makes
to show
sense.
you your way around twigs and grass, I will bring you Anne Leaf and show you the many creative ways you can bar someone with it.
Is one of them eating a Chinese leaf in their ear? Inside them!
Okay, okay.
You have a very good quality microphone is what I'm saying.
Why did you just sit there? Not telling me it was that bad.
Because I was drawing. I was hyperfixating on a project that involved art, and that's usually the best time to get me to do it. As soon as I'm distracted and asked to do literally anything else, that's when the world collapses. that you say. You want to ask me if I want a drink or a cup of tea or anything? Well, let me assure you that my brain is now entirely fucked.
I'm very excited for food.
Mood. The eternal mood.
I mean, I was on about eco-specific food.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Also, yeah. Food.
It's a food mood.
Food mood. I would like a food, please.
And food? What if there was and food?
I misread that on, like, the bottom of your screen that says Assault Gold Rush as Assault Goldfish. And I was like, no!
Tactical Armoured Assault Goldfish!
Send it in against the brain tuner.
Yep.
It's going to go femboy cooking.
Well.
Oh no, but you can't cook femboys, they're cute and needed.
I'm sure it's somebody's kink.
We're not cooking Echo.
No. I was just suggesting, like, anime art of a cute femboy in, like, a cauldron.
Oh.
Please no make soupy. Oh, woo.
Oh my god, you're right, Echo. We did just. That's just var. We just made it var.
Oh, I'm not suggesting anything to do with eating. Or any sort of
Just the
consumption.
being chefed.
Just the being. Not even the full being chefed. Just being
put in
horny
a little
around.
cauldron.
Just horny around a cauldron, I guess.
Just being horny near utensils.
Yeah.
Imagine it says femboy in a baguette, please.
What will the upper crust think of next?
Young Lane reckons this is the horniest stream on Twitch.
Really?
Really? Gosh,
Us?
Twitch is slacking.
Or is Slack twitching? Crimmy just came back to femboy in a cauldron. Not planning, just
We're not planning.
plotting.
But you would like to, you know,
If you would like to join the new,
be near utensils, that's up to you.
yeah.
Oh, what's this about Laura having a horny one? I missed horny Laura? Oh.
I missed horny Laura.
There was a horny Laura stream and Echo, why didn't you tell us? Fired as our Laura stream teller of things.
Damn it. My wife was horny and I missed it. Now I'm just sad.
Oh no!
My moment, my very chance.
I don't know, maybe get her to watch the VOD, see if that gets her.
Hello?
Ah, the Yakuza stream with Mr. Masochist.
Ooh.
A man who had had so much sexy ouchies that he couldn't feel ouchies anymore.
Ah, I remember that one. Well, I remember hearing about that. I heard about Mr. Sexy Ouchies. Sexy Ouchies. Ah, you bastard fucker.
There's something vaguely hypnotic about the music.
Right? There's something vaguely hypnotic about the whole damn game.
Yeah. It's putting me to sleep, not in an I'm bored way, just in an occasionally catch myself. Like,
Falling into the game trance.
yeah.
Fall deeply under the game trance. And then imagine it being played by someone good
I think you're wonderful.
at games. I'm also wonderful. Round. Oculus. We're gonna play in VR.
Enhanced vision?
Apparently so.
That's more seeing with your seeing.
Yeah, I don't know what that involves. Fucking hell. Does it involve dying? I think it involves dying.
Who let that bloody pigeon here?
It was me! I was the pigeon all along.
Oh, I see what the enhanced vision does.
What does it do?
You can now sort of see round corners if you stand next to a wall.
Oh! Well, there we go. We learned a thing together.
Did we?
We
Did we
didn't.
learn? I don't feel like I'm going to return this.
I mean, maybe that's just because you had too many sippies at your carton of sleepy bitch juice.
Done. I'm so tired.
That
I'm
reminds me.
uncaffeinated. I bet Echo's had like 6 cups by now.
Oh, coffee. I haven't had coffee in ages. I really like coffee, but it's such a heck to make with cheap soy milk.
I will buy you the not cheap soy milk. Or is that just a moral thing at this point?
No, they just don't tend to have it around here. We're not fancy enough.
Weird, whenever I see it in like Bolton's.
Well, that's stuff that fell off the back of the Starbucks van.
Okay. Damn.
I got second place again.
Good
Which means
job.
I did better than last time.
Yeah, you did.
I'm better!
Improving.
I am proving.
Oh, do you know what else proves?
Uh,
Yeast for making pizza.
yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah? That's a science, is it?
that's the science of. Gosh, I'm so hungry.
It sounds more like you're hungry at this point. We've developed a new emotional state. You're hungry.
I'm always on it.
Hungry.
I'm hungry. Oh my god, hungry is just a mood.
There we go, we'll have to put that on a t-shirt next. I'm hungry. Ah, fuck biscuits.
Echo wants to know what the not cheap brand of soy milk is.
Like,
Because their employee disco covers getting tasty deliveries.
like, the not cheap one would be Alpro, I guess. Alpro barista milk. And I tend to buy Sainsbury's sweetened soy milk. The problem is if you put it anywhere near anything even slightly acidic, it just curdles immediately. Which isn't good for coffee. Which is why I haven't...
I don't like your coffee lumpy.
I don't, yeah. I don't like it like I'm trying to make curds and whey. I'm making coffee flavoured cheese!
No,
Try my coffees!
that's the worst.
Delicious coffees!
Worst thing I've ever heard. Who'd make coffee cheese? I bet it exists. I bet some sick fucks put coffee in cheese.
I mean, people have made fanny yogurt. I'm sure someone's made coffee cheese. Fucking bastard bollocks.
Of course.
Yeah? Tell me about the coffee cheese. Is it like an after dinner cheese?
tell you when I know.
I must know the secrets of the cafes. After dinner cheeses. Oh, the Violife vegan festive platter of cheeses is down to $4.50 in Sans Bras. FYI.
Oh, the recreational discount cheeses.
Recreational cheeses are on discount.
Okay, so apparently it's just a regular ass cheese that's pretty spongy, and like a Scandinavian thing is to put spongy cheese in coffee.
Well, I can save them a lot of time by just making really bad fucking coffee with cheap soy milk. Somebody's hiding in the level, and it was not just that dude.
Apparently it makes the cheese smoky and delicious, and the coffee rounded and buttery.
I don't want buttery coffee.
You don't want buttery coffee?
Yeah.
Oh, and Len says, your chair squeaked at the same time as mine. I feel like we made a connection there.
Yep, that's it.
Oh, squeak
Yes.
friends.
Yep. Well, I mean, if one of you had squeaked and then the other one had squeaked, I guess that would have just been the squeakful.
Boo!
We can have a little baby cheeses as a treat.
Little cheese.
You had it first. Little baby cheeses. Like a baby bell. Like a nice fromage. Ooh, oh, I'm doing it. How about a quiz?
I'm finding a lot of things for putting cheese in coffee, but not a lot of things for putting coffee in cheese.
People
What
lack
would you like
imagination.
Quiz done.
Uh,
What kind of cheesy coffee are you?
What kind of cheese are you? And then maybe what kind of coffee?
Ow, my knee.
Got my cheese quiz, boy. Double shot. Pew pew. You know it's a double. Ah, fucking ass.
Of course there's a BuzzFeed quiz for it. Cheese quiz. Cheese quiz. Pick a
Cheese
vacation
quiz.
destination from New York, Portland, New Orleans, or Austin.
What?
Pick a... This is cheese diagnostics. It's important work, woman.
I'm sorry, I didn't realise this was important to cheese calibration.
Pick a vacation destination between New York, Portland, New Orleans, and Austin.
Portland's the one that's constantly on fire, right?
I mean, this picture's kind of smoky looking and orange.
I guess Portland.
That's the one that's on fire, isn't it? Yes, take me there!
Well, you know, it seems like they've got some good people doing actual affirmative action stuff.
Okay, alright, pick some food, and there is a choice of pizza, BLT, cheeseburger, or bolognese.
Ooh, pizza. Bastards.
Pick a home. And then there's a picture of an apartment, a picture of an apartment but blue, a picture of a house in the woods, or a picture of just some woods and a mountain.
Woods and a mountain, please.
Pick a car. Oh god. There is a picture of a red car, an old looking green car, a yellow sports car, or a Prius.
I guess a Prius?
Pick a drink. Coke, wine, water, or piss with foam on top of it. Could be beer, who knows?
Or someone's just pissed in this pint glass and left it a few days.
Could be.
Who are we to judge? I've forgotten the options already.
Coke,
Coke.
wine, water.
Coke, wine, water,
And
beer.
look, you got Swiss cheese.
Oh, okay.
With no explanation as to why.
You're just Swiss cheese. Live with it.
Your Swiss cheese, Coke. Right, what coffee are you, Time? I mean, I suppose, like, Swiss cheese is good for the cheese and coffee thing, because it's a spongy cheese.
Is it a spongy cheese? I've never had it.
Holes in it, and sponges have holes in them. It's not actually a spongy cheese, it's just like...
It's just got holes in it. I've got holes in me. I'm not spongy. Or a cheese. Apart from Swiss cheese, I guess. I guess we've established that I'm Swiss cheese now.
Okay, so I started googling what kind of coffee.
Right.
What kind of coffee do you like? What kind of coffee for French press? What kind of coffee makes you poop?
All of them? Is the answer all of them?
I don't know, I'm not googling what coffee makes you poop.
What coffee makes me poop? I need to know. How will I live if I don't know which one's pooping?
Okay, right. Important questions for your coffee being thing. Are you creative?
Maybe?
There is yes, no, I have no clue, I come up with things on the fly.
I come up with things on the fly.
Which animal is most like you? Cat, dog, snake, lion.
Cat.
How often do you exercise?
Ha!
That is pretty much an option. What's your favourite season?
Summer.
What do you prefer to eat for breakfast? Out of nothing, eggs and oatmeal, waffles and pancakes, pizza.
I can have waffles and pancakes?
Why the fuck not?
Why the fuck not?
2020, nothing matters anymore.
Right? Oh, you bastard. Get off my fucking exit panel, you piece of shit.
What is your favourite holiday? Halloween's one of the options. Do I just put Halloween?
Yeah. That is correct. You've just put
You're
Halloween.
a cappuccino. Creative, smart and unique.
You heard it here
So
first,
there you go.
everyone.
You're a cappuccino with Swiss cheese.
There you go. Now we know what cheesy coffee I am.
Swiss cappuccino.
I am not in fact cheese with. I'm not in fact like Dairy Lee and store brand gold blend, which is kind of what I was expecting, I'll be honest. Because I am not a classy woman. Oh, this time I got sick. I did very badly.
Oh no.
Are you old enough to remember phone-in video games on Saturday morning shows?
No. What? What? What is that madness?
So they would do phone-in video games. This was before touch-tone phones as well.
Oh god.
Yeah. So people would phone in, and then they'd have to deal with the 20-second lag between their TV that they were watching at home and the video game. And they'd just be shouting like, left, 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 jump, fire, oh, I'm dead.
Jesus wept. Okay, so I did the coffee quiz myself to see what I'd get. Apparently I'm an espresso, energetic and the life of the party.
You are an espresso, full
I
of
am
energy.
being mocked. I'm not full of energy. I've had caffeine in 3 days. And I want pizza.
Yeah, trying to give up 2 things at once is probably playing this on hard mode.
Yeah, but if I just gave up the food, then I'd be just on the caffeine. And if I just gave up the caffeine, I'd be full of pizza.
Well then. There is no hope, only a bleak future.
I might, like, do a hit routine. If I do a hit routine, I'm allowed a pizza, right? I'll burn the calories.
Like a slice of pizza, maybe?
If I don't cut it, then the whole thing's technically one slice.
You fucking gremlin. I love you.
I love you too. I shouldn't laugh at my own shit, but I am funny sometimes. Once a week is a rule.
Save it all up for
5,000
this.
John!
5,000 young howdle doodle. Thank you for saying nice things about my music.
Your magic says become the pizza, but what she doesn't realise is I pretty much already have. I'm just very doughy.
Sorry, just
Did you think about tongue?
yes.
Did you think about putting your face on the tongue?
Yes. I can't help it. Very attractive.
I would like it to attract your face to it.
I would like it too. Unfortunately, it has been illegalized. They homophobed it.
Ooh, ding ding. Aw, 1,000 Junk says that your music is amazing. I agree.
How do you enjoy?
God says that. Oh, sorry.
No.
Diets have a 90% failure rate as a lasting mass reduction, so maybe see if I'm really hungry enough to swallow the pizza whole. Like, I'm not just going to, like, be on the diet and then off it and then go back to before. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to before. I was fine, and then I was depressed, and now I'm having to deal with the consequences of my actions.
Depression. I don't really count anything done under depression as a consequence of your own actions so much as unless you're addicted to someone, then that is the consequence of your own
when you
actions.
make someone else's problem, then you're.
Yeah.
Well, I have to deal with the consequences of my depression's actions. Because I've packed on like 2 stone.
I don't even want to think about it. I was just about 14 stone just before I had surgery. And since then, because I'd been on a solid diet for like 7 years leading up to surgery, I kind of fell apart. Shockingly. I was like, I've been on a diet, I've been sad and depressed and not eating what I want for 7 years. I'm just gonna have a bit of pizza and all of the other nice things. So there. And then I couldn't leave the house for a year, which didn't help things. But yeah, like I think for diets you really need to have, like, it needs to be a mental change rather than a plan specifically to diet. Like, I know objectively I do not need to eat as much as I do eat. I eat purely for the comfort action and because I like putting things in my mouth.
Hello.
Yes, like, it's been the kind of year where you've not been an option. Like, at the height of my binge eating, I would regularly go out and spend 20 quid on a bag of munch and then sit there in the afternoon and eat the whole lot. I invented a sandwich that contained an entire pack of sausages, an entire pack of bacon, 6 eggs, Thousand Island dressing, and daddy sauce.
Oh, you had me until the daddy sauce.
And like the extra thick cut bread.
I mean, you need that.
Yeah, because otherwise it loses structural integrity. Don't get me wrong, it still loses structural integrity. Because you just know. Ah, wank. Daddy sauce. We're gonna have to explain what daddy sauce is.
You're gonna have to explain what daddy sauce is. I think it's just disgusting brown sludge in a bottle.
It is disgusting brown sludge in a bottle. Wouldn't drink it now. Hate stuff. It's very vinegary. It's bitter, vinegary, nasty sauce, which for some reason goes incredibly well on eggs. Still, it's not as bad as what my mother used to do.
Dare I ask?
She would get a fried egg.
I asked. This is on me now. I have to hear this.
She would get a fried egg. She would like mash up the yolk a bit, because obviously it was like soft boil, sunny side. I remember egg terminology.
You need to know your egg science.
It's been a long time since I ate a fucking egg.
Eggs were good.
Eggs are good. Eggs are good. Yeah, and then she would mix Branston pickle in with the yolk. And we had to sit there at breakfast and watch this shit. Oh no. Permanent trauma may have been caused.
Oh gosh. I mean, I could eat Branston out the jar, but don't mix it in with a fucking yolk. That's not okay.
It's not okay.
I'm not alright with it.
It's alright, she wasn't...
It's not alright.
She was not an alright person. As I think we've established before on this channel. Oh no, please be not too sad.
Not too sad, I'm just making grinding noises.
Because you had to think about the Branston eggs.
I thought about the Branston eggs.
They thought about you too.
I wonder what kind of irreparable harm a person would have to go through to think that was a good idea.
Mm. Triple shot? I like triple shot.
Triple shot? That's
Ooh,
twice more shots.
Just more the shots.
That's more of the shots. That's 2 more of the shots.
Welcome to the maths hour. I have purchased some Jamesons.
Some Jamesons?
Some Jamesons.
Whiskey?
Yes. Irish whiskey, the good stuff.
Are you making not Baileys?
I'm making not Baileys. I have also purchased an amount of coconut milk and some browned sugar.
Ooh.
I do need to get some more vanilla essence, but I'm basically ready to make vegan bellies. Then I will have my coffee fix.
Then.
1,000 people are asking why does this game have the post effects of the curved CRT screen? Don't know. Yeah, home cooked Baileys is 2 to 6 cans of coconut milk, little bit of vanilla essence to your preference. Get some instant coffee, make it up with hot water, stir it all around. Some brown sugar to your preference, and then like most of a bottle of Jamesons, depending on how many coconut milks you put in. I think it's like, I think it's about half a pint of Jamesons for 2 cans, something like that. And then you warm it all up in a saucepan and stir it until the sugar melts. Add the Jamesons last, otherwise you burn off all the alcohol, and that would be sad. Or responsible, depending on how you feel. But yeah, vegan Baileys is good. It takes a little bit of working out to get it just how you want it, but yeah, tastes good. And very reasonably priced, but I can't be asked to go out this year because everything outside is horrifying. Marks and Spencer do a really good fake Baileys. That's not super expensive. And last year I drank about 8 fucking bottles of it. Because
Thousand Young says, you put 2 cans in a cocktail? Oh, burbs.
Oh no.
So you get a pair of drunk birds around your house.
I mean, I usually just buy a bottle of rum, but... Bids! I don't know how come I keep finding, or I keep having popping up very pleasantly, I might add, in my photos on my camera phone of you and Laura smooching in a nightclub.
Oh, that's Parish. I like that place. That place was good.
Oh,
I like those pictures. Those pictures are good. I'm kissing a hot girl in them.
she's kissing you too,
Mm.
and you both look very pretty. I date, as can be confirmed, a couple of fucking fitties.
So do I. We have so much in common.
We should kiss.
We should kiss.
Girls kissing girls, pretty hot.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm one of the girls. Ah, wank pile. I heard the noise and I still went for it.
Oh, Gazanium wasn't here when you said that you had a new loopable song.
I have a new loopable song.
Are you gonna loop it? You should probably loop it if it's loopable. I mean,
Loopable.
you're the doer of tunage, but I personally, as a not tunage doer, have an opinion.
An opinion. Opinion.
Oh, we've got some stew on the hob.
Ooh.
It's fake chicken and real vegetables.
I wanted some, like, nondescript background music to play really quietly while I did unboxings.
It's so nondescript.
It's
I
so
like
cheeky.
It. It's happy. It's pleased to exist.
It's got a counter melody.
I don't know what.
The flute bit. And I arranged this. I didn't write this. Tchaikovsky wrote this.
But I put it together but different.
Yeah, I rearranged it slightly. And I put some fun musics. I put some fun instruments together for this. This is for the Unicorn Dance Party special polyarmory going up on Saturday. Do you want to tell people about the special?
I have wanted to tell people about the special since we recorded it. But I also kind of want them to suffer and wait.
We are doing a UDP special. It's not technically polyamory. I mean, it's us.
It's us, but we're not polyamoring.
We are not polyamory. It's not in the polyamory universe. It is a one-page, one-shot RPG of the very first Unicorn Dance Party. And we got a guest on.
We did get a guest on.
We got a professional goblin to come on.
We did get I thought you were going to say a professional guest. I was like, well, they were a delightful guest, but they're also kind of a goblin. But you got me there, a professional goblin.
Yep. We got professional goblin Austin Yorski to come on.
Yay!
And be a unicorn with us.
We did. We got Austin to come and be a unicorn, and not just any unicorn.
A giddycorn.
A unicorn.
But that's leading into spoiler territory. So there you go.
Pat Pease was close with guessing Lauren. Oh, we should ask Lauren on sometime.
We should. And we should ask Jim on sometime. There are many people we should ask on to things.
Yeah. Oh, Echo was hoping for more Trash Boy.
There is more Trash Boy coming up in actual Polyarmory. And more mittens.
And more mittens.
We get to see. We get to go and see where Trash Boy Mittens live soon.
It's so good.
I hope it is approved of. Honestly.
I don't know how they couldn't.
I don't know. I just made somewhere I thought was cute. And then there's the whole thing about Mittens' most devoted followers, which I still love as a concept.
I love it as a concept also.
Mm-hmm.
I will say though, like, for all of his ability to be an absolute shit goblin, Austin was really good.
Austin was incredibly well behaved.
He was incredibly well behaved. He didn't make you have any breakdowns. I
was so scared to DM Austin, because I remember fucking Anne.
Yeah, things were done to Johnny Maloney that
war crimes
made anyone else cry.
Should be illegal under the Geneva Convention. I hear a dog flap.
She just shook and she's got big ears, so she always go flap.
Flappy dog!
Oh heck. I am going to have to unexpectedly dip. I love you, beautiful.
Have a good poo.
It wasn't for a poo, but I'm happy if that's what we say it was. I love you.
I love you too. You're coming back.
Mwah.
Okay, I love you. Well. Mystery poo, possibly. Whom knows? Gosh, now I have to think of words to say. Ah, she's gone. She's gone away. Ah. Be-doop. Here's me playing the most brain-intensive game. And no one to co-pilot me. Well, there you go. Yes, what's going on? Yes, have more plans for music. We've got like a week off coming up for UDP, Laura and I. And thinking it might be quite nice to play some fucking board games, because we've got a lot to get through at the moment. Pants. A lot of board games to get through at the moment. Laura and I recently played through 2 sessions of Cloudspire. The first game I managed to defeat her in literally the first round, which is unheard of. So that game took 20 minutes. Even I don't know how that happened. And the second game, I think we realised by the end of the game and all of the training and stuff and learning, we'd been playing for 7.5 hours. That does include watching like an hour-long how to play video. But that is possibly the most decadent board game in the world. Second only to its precursor, which is Too Many Bones, which Becky has kindly bought me a copy of, so I am very excited to get a go on that. Lots and lots of board game times. Yeah. Oh my god, the saying Mystery Poo sounds like a Boston's favourite sun pitch. I could do a favourite son of Boston. If they'd let me. If they'd have me, I'd do that. I would sun favourably in Boston. Sunning favourably in Boston. Favourably in Boston. Don't know why I went with more Walking in Memphis for that, but there we go. La, 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 la. There's going to be more random noises and more silliness. And possibly me stopping playing Glitchangels to do some twisty puzzles. Whomst can say. Anyway, I am very much enjoying this game, which is good. You too can become a Patreon of Puppy Games. And you get, I think, depending on like however many months you've been a supporter of them, you will get an key for game. Okay, saying silliness and noises are two of my favourite Jane features. Well, that's good, because those ones came pre-installed. Those are, in fact, most of the features. Ah, wank biscuits. And whole key, you will get a key. For games. Yeah, like, I bought my, Basingstoke key myself before I started, Patreon supporting them. And I've been a Patreon of theirs for, what, 2 years now? Something like that. Nice. And yeah, I've had keys for Fairy Solitaire because I like solitaire games when I'm feeling a bit spangled. They're good for that because you don't have to brain. Not braining, good. Confetti explosions, oh my god! I'm very ready for confetti explosions and loot pinatas. What? Yay! This is amazing. I want this forever. Never stop. Thanks, kids. You're gonna die too! Yay! Ah, this is... It's very distracting, but it's great fun. Confetti. Oh, I wish this was just a setting I could have on. Confetti mode. Like confetti and glitter. What in life is more simple and pleasurable than confetti and glitter? Obviously bio glitter. That goes without saying. Yeah, wank. And so fucking hell. There you go. I did it. I made it number 1. I am the breast. Simply the breast. Better than all the rest. Take a moment. Have a sip. Check chat. Chat good. How many bones is too many bones? Oh. Give me a second and I'll tell you. This, dear friends, is too many bones. It is an big game. It is quite broad. This box contains 139 dice. Is that, in fact, too many bones? As I said, decadent. Papit's asking if we've watched the second season of Hilda yet. No. We were planning to sort of save it to watch over UDP, I think, when we've got time to just sit and chill. I mean, basically at the moment, Laura will work a full day and then do streams Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then we do Queer and Pleasant Strangers recording on Tuesday night. Then Laura has a nap, gets up and records Dice Funk until like 2 in the morning. Sometimes 3. Thursday nights I stream. So there's that too. When Monday nights I'm usually editing accessibility. Wednesday nights I edit Polyarmory and Queer and Pleasant Strangers and the Skitisodes if they need doing. Fridays is my, if I can squeeze some in, I will try and write some new music. Yeah, so we're very, 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 very busy. Mathsag is saying that 139 dice has some room for consolidation. They're all custom dice. They're all custom dice. Like, I think there are 6 dice for like a particular type of physical damage that are the same, and that's how they're supposed to be. But generally speaking, they are all very specific for like individual characters. So like a character will have a set of dice that are just for them, and then you'll have like attack and defense dice, and you'll have like your like health and defense dice, which are like numbers you took over. It's neoprene mats with holes in it for just popping like slotting dice in, and you level up your character by like you maybe flip a die over. It's a lot. I'm very excited. Oh, have I got a message from Becky? I do not. I'm simply being told she's gone away for a very powerful poo. It's just my headcanon now. But I am very, very excited to play Too Many Bones. I've actually already ordered 3 of the bonus characters, because they're the only ones still available, or currently available. Basically, they're doing like a reprint of a bunch of stuff, and like second editions of a bunch of stuff for Too Many Bones. Unfortunately, none of it's printing till January, so I've been a bit afraid that it's going to be like, oh yeah, that's going to sit in Kent for 6 months, and then there's going to be like a bajillion £pounds in import duties on it because of Brexit. Yes. Speaking of Brexit, UK friends, make sure that if you need medication that you've stocked up some. Get a recent patch in, I recommend. Maybe I'm just being paranoid. I hope I'm just being paranoid. I'm usually just being paranoid, but I have concerns. Is that it? Oof. Echo's running out of HRT. Yeah, that's... I went and refilled my prescription, or I sent in my refill prescription today to try and get some more, because I don't have much of that left. They used to give me 3 boxes, which was fine, because that lasted exactly 3 months. Well, like 12 weeks. Now they're like, well, you get 2 boxes, and you make that last, damn it. You make that last. Like, well, thanks for upping the cost of my meds. Thank you very much. Because it counts as a separate... It's not a separate prescription, but it is. It's weird. Funny. I remember the days when I was on lots of medication for my heart issues, and used to get one of those NHS prescription certificates, because it means you get all of your stuff at roughly the same time, at a fair price. Ooh, curious to start HRT in January. I hope I'm just being paranoid. I really do. I have big fears though. Like, there's been talk about the UK running out of estrogen for a while, so I've not been feeling super great about what's gonna happen. Also, I think the list included what, HRT, most mental health medication. Yeah, it's a scary time to be neurodiverse or trans, or neurodiverse and trans. Scary times. I do not like these gun turrets that have suddenly appeared fucking everywhere. I realise I chose them, but I thought they were working for me. I misunderstood in the moment. Oh. I have to get up early tomorrow. Need to book a doctor's appointment. I did not want to go to the doctor during a pandemic, but I have had a headache for over a week, so that's probably not ideal. Anyway, enough of the bleakness, please, young lady. I don't know what any of that was about. Ding dong, next floor. Early is the worst, right? You can have a little bleak. Just a blur. Party time! Ah yes, the incredibly distracting but very lovely explosions. Yay! Yay, everyone's dying! Woo! Yay! They just go recording at a children's party. Yay! Distraction! Yay! Murders! Whee! Yay! I like that one little yay! Oh! Nom, 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 nom. Meow, 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 meow. Yay! Blam, 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 blam. Yeah, these turrets are a pain in the arse. Stop paining my arse. That is not the place for bum hats. Thank you very much. Dragon breath. Wow, I feel like I'm really struggling for money this session. Although I'm only on floor 5. I don't know why it feels like it's been longer. Ah. Nyeh. Thank you. Wouldn't mind just losing the invincibility frames. That would be lovely. It's quite enough invincibility for you. You revent this second. Ow, wank pile. You can have one bleak, but after that, only after you finish your plate. My plate of what? You will eat a whole plate of joy. Oh, if you don't finish your joy, there'll be no bleak. Ah, that's just a little bleak biscuit. Just to have wank pile. I do not like these guns. These guns can fuck off. And that guy there can die, if that's okay. Please die, guns. You're really pissing me off. I realised that many years ago I used to listen to or watch a lot of Jesse Cox's channel. Long time ago. One thing I really liked was that people would sometimes do remix tracks of like just stuff that had happened in episodes. Because Jesse is prone to singing. It's like, well, I sing too. And I write my own damn music. Perhaps this is the thing that I will do. I guess I'll need to think about episodes where I have sung something. See if I can make some music. Something where I didn't use like a bass copyrighted tune to start with. Because one of the particular features, one of the reasons I got my particular version of FL Studio that I got, wank, is so that I could do changing, like Melodyne type stuff, auto-tuning. Can't remember what the thing's called. Newtone? I think it's Newtone. One of those. But for doing like auto-tune stuff, it's like, I could do that. I can do that. Although recently I've learned how I can like pitch stuff with vocodecs, so Maybe I could make it more dancey. You got to dance. I've been obsessed with that song ever since Bloody Pride. Got a bit spangled. Went back to somebody's house. Had an amazing time. And yeah, someone was just like, oh, you want to watch some weird music videos while you spangled? How about some contrast? Wank. We watched the music video for Dance by Contrast, which is it's quite the thing, I'll be honest. Lots of men in lederhosen slapping their thighs. You gotta dance. Ooh, 1,000 Young's writing your own music. What kind of music are you writing? Do you have a genre in mind? I've been feeling very synth-wavy, sort of very 80s recently. I actually have a new instrument that I haven't had a chance to like properly write something with yet. I finally treated myself to a copy of Insidious, which is a Commodore 64 synth. Someone sat down and basically recorded, or did an average across 4 different like actual physical C64s to get the sound right, to make sure it would have that authentic classic C64 sound, and it sounds great. They got some like guest people from the C64 era to like put things together and like so you have examples of how they made sounds. Very excited to do something properly with that. A lot of my problem with music production at the moment is that I haven't got an ear for the in-progress sounds. So like a lot of stuff tends to be like, oh, you'll put like an arpeggio together, or you'll put like a bass line together, or it may be even like the beginnings of a melody. It's like, it doesn't really sound like much. It doesn't really have a thing. I've not got like used to going, yeah, that's good, and I will add this to it. At the moment, I'm just like, I've wrote a thing that sounded good on its own, but I don't know how to mix it with other things. And then if I just have faith and persist, or fuck about and tweak stuff, tends to come together in the end. Oh, the other thing I've started using recently is Ozone Elements 9. Just for some automatic mastering. One really difficult thing about learning to make like modern electronic music is the fact that you have to learn, like, you've got your music theory stuff, then you've got your sound design, then you've got like there's lots of different elements to it. Putting all different parts, elements of a tune together. It's like, there's a lot going on here. Weirdly, I found out recently that it's considered one of the hardest things to learn, so I don't feel too bad about the fact that I am still progressing slowly. But yeah, learning music this year has been really fun, because it's something I always wanted to do as a kid, and didn't have the encouragement, the equipment. I wouldn't have been able to learn music as a kid. Like, I wasn't even allowed to whistle or sing in the house, so it's unwanted noise from the child. Silence, child. Have some marijuana and be quiet. It's basically how my upbringing was done. Shut up. And if you don't shut up, we will get you high until you do shut up. Colours of prey. And that, dear viewers, might be why I have the mental health problems I have today. Partially. Don't do that. Don't do that to children. Ooh. Thousand Young's writing some music of their own. A steampunk waltz. Ooh, I'm hype. Got music up on SoundCloud. I will have to give you a follow. Tricky used to write music. Even got paid for some of it. I got paid for some of it. I've actually sold 2 tunes this year, which was quite nice. People were just like, oh, I really want some music. Can you write me some music? It's like, okay, I'll pop something together for you. See what I can do. And I did. And all of my music is pay what you feel. It's free. But if you want to use it in a project, I think pay what you feel is a fair amount. And some people have been kind and generous about that. I feel like if you want something for commercial use, it's not unfair to go like maybe just a little bit. And ultimately, I am trying to make a living off doing stuff on the internet. Now, don't get me wrong, you can hear all of my music for free. But if someone's like, I want something very specific just for me, it's like, well, it's gonna cost you. So yeah, there are musics of mine that you might not hear, and unless those people ever get round to actually streaming or whatever, they exist. Weirdly, one of my favourite tracks was the first piece of music I wrote after completing my music theory course. And no one will hear it! Very happy with that tune. Ah, wank pile! Oh, Cakewalk! Does Cakewalk still exist? Tricky saying, funny thing is that when someone goes, oh, like Cakewalk is blah 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 these days, I'll go, I can talk about this, but then I can't because I'm 15 years out of date. 1,000 Young uses Reaper. Ooh! I've heard good things about Reaper. Is that one of the free ones? I hear there's some good free ones. The thing is, like, the few times I've tried to make music in the past, I've used illegitimate copies of FL Studio. And then when I got paid for doing a bit of writing this year, I was like, I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to get, like, a not basic level of FL Studio. And then I think I got a payout from something else. I can't remember what that was. And I was like, I'm going to get a copy of Serum. So I've got some decently fancy stuff for making music-y beds. The main issue recently has just been, like, time. Every time I start having time, I stop having time. Yeah, if that makes any sense. Ah, wank pile. She's saying I always wanted to use Ableton. I don't know why it has to be so grey. Why does it have to be so grey? I mean, I've seen people use it. It looks very efficient. But it's very grey. Why is it so sad? Is it okay? Is everything okay at the Ableton house? Yeah, it seems to have a really interesting workflow for stuff. Like, when the person that did most of my Udemy courses, a guy called Jason Allen, for the music theory for electronic musicians, he uses Ableton. And I think he did a sound design course that I couldn't follow because that was in Ableton as well. Also because for some reason he'd put the fucking camera over one side of the screen. It's like, that's the side you're working on. Like, either just zoom in on the relevant parts or something. This is an unusable image. It's the only time I've ever had to complain about one of his products. Otherwise, Jason, very good teacher. Very personable. Whether he's teaching the stuff for electronic musicians, where he tends to dress like someone who makes electronic music, and the stuff for like music theory, just general music theory. That stuff. Quite entertaining. Tricky saying, I saw a plugin someone wrote that let you transpose notes from recorded raw audio, convert it to sheet music. Wow. That was 10 years ago. There is... there's something on FL Studio where you can... It's not great. If the notes are like spaced enough, like there's no slide notes and stuff, you can generally get a pretty decent MIDI out of them. Like a pretty decent workable MIDI to convert. Got third this time. Too busy talking about music stuff. Yeah, so you like select a top copy, a top track which is humming or actually like some music that you have, and then you like send it to the MIDI on the second track, and it will try to give you the best possible MIDI out. But there are lots of tracks. I think there's one that's just built into Ableton that's like included now. I heard rumor that Ovox for Waves does a thing where it can convert like humming or just like lyrics to MIDI notes, which is very cool. Otherwise, you end up doing things like I did when I came up with the Queer and Pleasant Strangers theme, which was I wrote a song and then I tried to work out what the notes were for that song. And it took fucking hours. And then I did a sound design thing on YouTube about how to make 8-bit noises. And I made some 8-bit sounds. And then I made all those little interstitial tunes. So that is all of the QPS music. Problem is, I've lost the original files for that. So I'm going to have to remake it if I ever want to do it again. There was basically my PC fucking died. I lost everything on it. I was foolish, I didn't have... Now I back up everything. Everything is on, like, remote stuff. Far away from home. Don't have to worry about it. I've lost all of the original Queer and Pleasant Strangers interstitial stuff. So I had to go into an episode of the show, rip out all of the interstitial tunes, and save them separately in another file. So there you go, a little behind the scenes about sad things. Tricky saying simple tools like that would have really been helpful. Yeah, they help a lot. When I did the music box version of the Podquisition theme tune that Gav wrote, I basically hummed it. Made sure to keep all the notes spaced so that it would have the easiest possible job. Hummed it into the thing and then was just like, okay, that's the MIDI notes now. I will convert that over to a music box instrument. Sounded okay. Sometimes I think it gets played a bit too loudly, but there's that. But yeah, definitely recommend those sorts of things for getting like ideas out. They don't always come out perfectly. Like sometimes you'll get some notes to get like too close together or something and it'll just garbage them. Or it'll for some reason put a note way down too low. But usually by then, you've sort of got an idea from looking at where the MIDI notes were and where you know certain things are going to happen, that you can kind of work out what that note is. Yeah, it's great for like writing a tune that you've just got on head radio. So I have this idea. Listen. Okay, now I'll stick that to MIDI. It's so easy. But it's rarely as good as you think it is, unless you're very musically talented, which I'm not. So, but I'm learning, and I'm going to keep practicing, and hopefully it will do good. I've got a very bad headache that I need to call the doctor about tomorrow because I've had it for a week. It's not a tuna. Probably. I need to go and not do that. No, let's not do that. Stop it. Stop it. Oh no, I've broken the stream. Give me a moment, everybody. I've fucked it right up. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. What has happened there? There we go. Got the overlay working. Thank you to all these lovely people. I super appreciate all of you for donating to my Patreon. Thank you to Jaden, Matt Tiger, Tallulah, Larry Yelling Inby, Omega on the Sane, Callan Turner, Keller G. James, Spooky Goblin Kearney, Goody Mum, Cassiopeia Swift, Rob Sothoth, Jay Logan, Charles Winfrey, Basin is back, Jamie East, Tom Bowers. Oh, Dari doesn't have a thing. Many things. I always almost going to Jurassic Park. That is my one crime of the many. Be gay to Jurassic Park. Thank you very much for coming. I super appreciate all of you. And I hope I feel better too. Yeah. Have fun. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.